call this as preparing for tomorrow's challenges in today's classroom, because we cannot go further and be the drivers for others to act together if we ourselves, we can't admit to ourselves that I can be a mover, I can be a driver for the CSR. So, the first project that we had is that during the past 2 years when I was engaged as a student council, it is very important for us to think about projects that we can implement and which is doable. And then, we got this, siguro in-implement namin, unahin muna namin yung outside the campus. So, we get to engage students para maengganyo silang sumali sa mga CSR projects namin. We invited them to a, what we call the social awareness programs like this, the Adopt a Pawikan project. It was for free. We paid the transportation, including the food, and then the trippings of the HSB students, and we went to Morong Bataan. It was like a 3-hour drive, and it was very tiring for us, but it was worth it. I mean, sobrang saglit lang yata mag-hatch ang isang egg ng pawikan, and it was we had 1 pawikan to 1 student. We had 50 students who joined the Adopt a Pawikan. It was a very successful project, and after this project, mas marami ng estudyante ang sumali sa mga CSR projects ng student council. Next, also through the efforts of Professor Castillo in the classroom, and it was also implemented in the campus, we had this kind of CSR helping polio patients, Bahay Kahilop. I know that this is the first time that you've heard, I think, Bahay Kahilop. Bahay Kahilop is just situated near Guadalupe Bridge, because we've been helping a lot. I'm not saying that we don't help big organizations na marami na tumutulong. Like, if ever we have a meeting, ang lagi ko sinasabi, let's help those organizations na wala pong masyadong nagtatap sa kanila at tumulong, because they really need our help. So, that is why this one, they had 5 polio patients, and then they were very talented, they were very artistic, because they're using, an old PC, desktop PC, using their drawing, because they cannot draw that beautifully but they draw beautifully pagdating sa desktop, using CorelDRAW, PowerPoint tools, etc. So we were amazed, because a lot of the students also were crying, because they did not expect that na-treat namin sila ng ganito. Nagdala kami ng 2 bilao ng pansit, and then we had fun and games. Even they are polio patients, but they did enjoy. So this is one thing about the CSR projects that we are implementing, and we will still implement. Then next, we have the annual Blue Christmas Bazaar, because a lot of the listeners I have right now majority is a student. For example, from the ASMPH, I met your president a while ago, and I don't know if there are other students in the other room, but this one is that you can, even if you would ask me, Krisant, I am not part of the student council. Kahit naman hindi ka part ng student council, you can still implement a project of your own, and then you can discuss it to your class. And then you can create a huge event for a class, and then kahit very simple yan, it can be a very effective way of practicing CSR. So this one is another, if you would look at it, Blue Christmas Bazaar, you would say a selling of items and goods. But all the proceeds here, napunta yan lahat dito sa Bahay Kahilop and other institutions that we have. One thing about the proceeds here in the Blue Christmas Bazaar is that we had 100 cancer kids patients who went here to Ateneo, and then we treated them to a fun day at the Avalon Zoo for free. We spent for the bus, and then one Ateneo student to 1 cancer kid patient. I haven't seen, medyo nawala ko yung pictures, but you would see that it is very heartwarming, because these kids hindi sila masyadong nakakalabas sa kite. And then, when we tap them, for example, na maging part ng ng tripping namin going to Avalon Zoo, they were very much happy. And then one kid said, sana taon-taon merong Ateneum pumupunta dito. And that is why hindi naman kami selfish na sana kami lang yung gumagawa nito. We want also for you to be part of these activities, especially giving enough time to these kids sa kite catching. Or if you have other kids na pwede nyo tulungan, it can be a way of leading to a good CSR project. So this one, the Christmas feeding program, we have this every December. And I reported this to the dean. We fed 1,000 street children in one area in Santa Ana, Manila. It was very we were surprised because the food that we arranged is only for 500, but we exceeded 500. It was 1,000. And then on the spot, we ordered Jollibee snacks para doon sa 500 na hindi nakuhanan. So this one, in every project that we have, starting from Adapa Pawikan, nag-i-increase yung number of students because we want to tap the potentials of the students. If I cannot say to myself that I can be a mover or I can be the driver of a CSR in my class or in the whole campus, how then can I explain to other students that you can also be part of the CSR, especially in the campus? Because as you all know, in the student council here in the GSB, we are only 10 officers, and then we rely to the class presidents, which we only have 50 class presidents, plus the population of 2,000 students. And to tell you honestly, it's very hard for us to disseminate information to them and try to motivate them that if you cannot do CSR in your companies, why not exert effort in doing CSR in your campus, because it will be worth it. Some testimonies of other student council officers from the past, after the CSR project in the classroom, they implemented CSR projects in their own companies. So it was it was really an enriching experience because from the Ateneo, dinala nila sa workplace nila. And it will be discussed later by another speaker. So this one, by Robert, he explained to us the CSR inside the classroom. And now we're going out in the classroom, which is how about the whole population of the whole campus? Because I'm not just speaking about the HSB alone. Because as you all know, sinabi ko na kanina, we have many units of the APS. And I think it's about time na we should act together. And I will tell you later na nagkaroon ng act together or unity yung APS. And I will tell you about it more. So this one, we had medical and dental mission, partnering with a lot of faculty during that time. Was surprised because we had a partnership with St. Luke's Medical Center. We had this medical and dental mission in Tondo, Manila. So this was really, we donated thousands of medicines and vaccines to this medical and dental mission, and it was really good. This one, the APS gives on the relief operation. This is the first time. Actually, I can be proud of saying that this is the first time that AGSB and Ateneo Law School and and ASMPH, I think you have also endeavors regarding the Ondo and Pepeng and Santi relief operation. Actually, I was also stranded, and I don't know how to go home during that time. I was with my student because I'm teaching here in Mapua, Makati, and I was with my students, and I was just texting with my students na sana kayo, because a lot of parents were texting me also na how's my son, how's my daughter. No, they're fine, nandito po sila sa faculty room, they're staying. And at the same time, the dean will text me also, Chrisan, please check our students, especially